What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your number one podcast, Actors Endurance. I'm your host, Shanette Wilson.
And I am Marlon Hargrave, the great Marlon
Oh,
Hargrave.
the great Marlon Hargrave. All right, all right, all right. Y'all ready for another one? Thank you for tuning in. Today's episode, what we got for the people today, Marlon?
We have do not let your 9 to 5 kill your drive.
Yes. Do not let your job kill your spirit, y'all. Come on now. You're listening to Actors Endurance, a podcast that inspires actors to never give up on their passion and find ways to continue to grow within the entertainment industry. My name is Shanette Wilson, and I'm an actress, and my co-host is Marlon Hargrave, and he is a teaching artist. And together, we are Actors Endurance. Okay, so we all have a job. A survival job is what they call it, right? And you need a survival job to pay your bills and maintain your life so that you can do what you really, truly love to do.
That's right. That's right. And so we do understand that you have a 9 to 5. We know that, you got to pay your bills and you have to eat and all of that. However, you can kind of monitor what you do in a 9 to 5 situation. I believe that you can kind of keep your eye on the prize so that you get a job that will allow you to get time off, a job that allows you to have a flexible schedule, a job that, or try to go with something that's a little more short term, in my opinion. So, yes. We want to be able to, don't let your job be so important that you miss out on your auditions or you're missing out on being able to work. You're working 12 hours a day. How are you going to work on your craft for that day? How are you, or your job is taking you so far away from what you're doing that you're so tired and you can't even get up to do an audition, or you're going to an audition tired. So, I'll say this before I pass the mic to Shanette. My acting teachers used to tell me this. They said, if you are thinking about doing something else, then do it. Just do it. Sure. Because maybe this isn't for you. This is a full-time job in itself. So you can't have 2 full-time jobs and think that one is not going to suffer. What did Kanye say? When you're chasing one, the other one's getting away. So
True.
If you're chasing money, your career's getting away. So you have to really make a decision on what's important to you.
Yes. And I know I have spent years trying to figure this out, because you always want to find that happy place, that happy medium where you're making money, you have time off, you have benefits, medical, health, dental, all that. But you also have the freedom to come and go as you please. You're making enough money to pay your bills without having to worry about it, and you can just focus on your career. It can be difficult. It can be difficult. And it also could take a few years for you to just figure out what works for you. So I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions, some of the things that I've tried, and some things that I know some of my friends and other colleagues, other actors, artists have tried as well. One thing I would try is a temp agency. So a temp agency, depending on the job, so you might get with a temp agency and it's a cool job, it doesn't interfere with the acting, but you also might get with a temp agency where you have to just take maybe a little bit of time off from acting to make your money. Maybe the job lasts for like 2 months and it's a regular 9 to 5 and it's right in the middle of the day, so you have a hard time auditioning as if they're in person, which the great thing is now we have self-tapes. So you have more leeway with that, so you can actually work a regular 9 to 5 Monday through Friday because you have a self-tape, you're doing it at your home. So temp agencies can be a great resource. They're constantly finding you jobs, which is great. And another thing would be promotional marketing jobs. Those are plentiful. So a lot of them are nights, weekends. The pay is pretty decent, and they're ongoing. All companies are promoting and marketing their products and services, and they need promotional marketers, brand ambassadors. They need those things. Sometimes you can go on tour, and that's actually still not a bad thing because everything is self-tape now. So yeah, I would definitely suggest you look into those things as your survival jobs.
Yeah, I did temp for years. I worked in a restaurant, of course. I was up at Dallas Barbecue actually in New York on the Upper West Side one on by the Central Park, you know, and that was pretty cool. But you know, when we had to be there, we still had to be there, even though the schedule wasn't really flexible. It was more the people within that. So what Shanette was saying about the talent agencies, because the talent agencies normally hire actors, you know, once actors go through a base training of whatever, then there's a network system to say, hey, I can't do it because of an audition. Can you cover me? Which is great. The temp jobs, you don't really get that much leeway. You were very correct in saying that you gotta kind of treat that like a 9 to 5. You're gonna wake up. I did a lot of that stuff in the banks in New York. I did it in New York and LA. And I would go into office buildings, be the office clerk, do Word. I answered phones. You know, I would do the clerk or administrative jobs, and just knowing that, okay, I'm going to do this for 2 or 3 months. I'm going to stack my money up. Not, you know, you want your party money and all that other stuff, but you really want to be able to have a plan. So don't do this without a plan. Do not do it without a plan. Just know that if I didn't make pilot season, okay, then I'm going to work all summer. You know, I'm going to work a certain amount of time. Try to work 6 months. If you can, work 6 months, stack it so that you can have money to go to Cali, so that you can have money to be bi-coastal. Or if someone calls you and you're out of state, you got the money, boom, I'll see you in New York tomorrow, you know.
Yes. And I would say if you have to have a regular 9 to 5 job and it doesn't give you a lot of leeway, have a plan. Like Marlon said, have a plan and stick to it. And use your job to your benefit, see? So you make a plan, whether it be a 6 month, a year, or maybe even a 2-year plan. So you allocate a certain amount of money to saving for your career, so that you can either leave the job or, you know, take away some of your responsibilities. Maybe you're full time, you can go part time, things like that. So use your job to your benefit. Also, use your job while you're there to save money. You have a plan to get out of the job to really pursue and put everything into your acting. But use the job. You work with a lot of people. Those are all your friends and followers and your subscribers right there. So build your fan base. Get these people on board. Sell them on the idea of you. Practice that now. Practice that at the job. So that when you leave the job and you're working on your career full time, you already have experience on selling people on you, on who you are and what you do, and building your fan base and building your followers. So that when you transition, you already have experience. You're already doing it, just in a different light, and you're doing it in the medium that you want to do it in, which is the acting business or the entertainment industry. So you already have, you know, a lot of experience doing that. So definitely build your fan base, grow your audience, do all those things now, and come up with a plan to leave that job and focus on what you really truly want to do.
That's right. I knew one of my students, Jamel Simon, he is Bernard Upshaw on the Upshaws. What's up, Jamel?
Shout out to Jamel. What's going on, buddy?
When I first started training him, he had a very good job, actually. I met him, he was wearing scrubs, you know, had a very good job. And he told everyone, he was like, I'm leaving that job because it was interfering with my acting. They called him crazy. Messed around, got another good job. Ended up leaving that one, the same thing. And, you know, we had talked about it. I was like, man, don't be attached to them jobs if you want to do this.
It's true.
You know, you can't care about your job. I'm sorry. And I caught a lot of heat in Virginia because I was like, you know, I don't, your job is not an excuse to me. I don't care about your job. I don't care about me having a job. So I'm not going to care about you having a job if this is what you want to do. I decided to leave corporate America. I decided to leave an oven cleaning business that was, you know, the joint was like $800 a day. and decided to leave it because that's just not what I wanted to do. It didn't make me happy. So I wasn't afraid to leave any of those jobs. And if I was on the threat of being fired, I'm like, I bet. So, probably do me a favor, for real. So, I maybe care about, if you're trying to fire me, I may care about this job too much, you know? Yeah. Maybe I'm doing something that I'm supposed to be doing in this job, but that's not working for my acting career, for real. So, exactly. Yeah, as you say, take this job and shove it. Yeah, I mean, way up there rude, too. But, you know. Way up there. Yeah. I don't be rude. Shove it. Yeah. Shove that job.
Like I know I left corporate America too, but there's no need to be rude or upset about it. I was happy, so why? Why cuss anybody out? Like I could have, you know. You could have went out fussing and cussing, but why? Like my life is better, you know. I'm working anyway. I never did, you know. You got to use these survival jobs as a means to an end, but have a plan. Like I know I had a plan from beginning to end. I made my plan years ago, and I followed it, made certain adjustments, and eventually I got to the place where I am now. I couldn't be. I mean, of course, I could be happier, but when I say, man, listen, I call myself Sunshine because my name means sunshine, and yeah, that's just how I feel again. That's just happy. I just love it, you know? So once you leave that survival job, you stick to your plan and it works out, baby. Oh! Yeah. The grass is a little greener on the other side.
And you can also maybe turn yourself into a teaching artist, you know?
For sure.
If you're already trained, you may be able to take some of your skill set or, you know, you may be able to find a creative outlet for you to be able to make your money. My suggestion is you figure out, when we talked about being alone, what you do is you figure out different income streams, you know? So now you can say, okay, well, I have skills here. Somebody made this little thing right here. When I went down to Atlanta, where was she? Where were we? Pounce Mall.
The Ponce City Market, right at the Beltline.
Yeah, Ponce. I call it Pounce, but Ponce.
Yeah, the Ponce.
The Ponce. And she had a little table, went out there, opened it up, had her jewelry up there. Now, I'm not saying that she was an actress, but just that entrepreneur spirit, it's like, is she going to make $50 selling her jewelry that she made, or is she going to make $50 working, you know, whatever job that she was working? So you also have to be willing to kind of compromise. You may have to compromise your income. You may have to compromise that comfort zone of, you know, you want to, like if you're very regal, you know, you may not be able to get the regal stuff if you're trying to do this as a business and you're not making the money yet. So, you know, maybe you can't have steak tonight. Yeah. Go get some chicken. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe you can't eat at the restaurants that you want. Cook at home. You know, and not saying that you have to be frugal, but you have to understand that you don't know when your next opportunities are coming. And if you're trying to create money for yourself, then the same thing. You work, stash.
Yes.
But at least if you're making your own money, your own way by being creative, it makes you feel better about what you're doing. Just in general, you know, it makes you feel good to be able to make money on your own.
Yeah, for sure. And y'all, for my last tip, I'm going to give you, I saved the best for last. The absolute best for last. So y'all, don't let your 9-to-5 kill your drive. You know the best 9-to-5 for all artists? Immerse yourself in the business, people. Immerse yourself in the business. If you're an actor, because I just love actors. I'm an actor. So if you're an actor, listen, find a job on set. You can be a PA, started from the bottom, now we're here, you know. You can be a PA, you can be, learn how to do grip, art department, just whatever. Learn the business. From the inside, from behind the scenes, make all your money on set. That's what I do. But that's you immerse yourself in it. Not only when you immerse yourself in it, you're meeting other creatives. So you're surrounding yourself with like-minded people with similar goals. And you're also meeting other people in the business. You have no idea how that's going to help you out. You don't know who, when you're working with this showrunner, if she knows this producer and this director and they know that casting director. You just have no idea how it's going to work out to your benefit. But when you're making all your money on set, not only do they pay well.
You work a lot.
They pay well. Yeah, you work a lot, but they pay well. The food is great.
Yes.
But you're in it. you're already in it. You're 2 steps close. They say 6 degrees of separation.
Mm-hmm.
You just cut a whole bunch of. You're like 2 steps away from where you want to be. You're on set all day. That's where you want to be anyway.
Yes. Same for stage actors too. If you really want to work, learn the lights, learn the behind the stuff, the behind the scenes for the stage, and actually the tech people actually work more than the talent. To be honest with you, so you want to keep that going.
Yeah. You know. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh God. You hear that?
Boom!
Oh Lord.
Damn, here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go.
He get me every time, y'all. He get me every time. Y'all know what it is.
You know what it is.
It's the Adam, y'all.
It's our Adam of the day. Kaboom. My Adam for the day is talent versus skill. So, I've said this a million times. Talent gets you the door. Skill keeps you there. Talent will fail you when skill is needed and it's not present. Trust me. Your talent, because people are like, oh well,
I got this. I'm a natural. I was born to act. I was born to do this. And then next thing you know, you get on set and you.
Right. Then they tell you to do it again. Then you can't capture that magic all over again. And
you're like, oh, what had happened was,
I was funny at the water cooler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My mama liked it.
Right.
My friends was laughing.
Right.
Yeah, do that shit again. Oh.
You
know what I mean? Do that shit again.
That's right.
Like, oh God, yeah.
So do not rely on your talent. Your talent gets you to the door. Your talent gets you to the acting class, to be honest. So, it is a skill business. This is a skill business. Don't let anyone tell you any different. You can get lucky, but if you want to endure, then you better understand the difference between talent and skill. So,
seriously.
All right. And with that said, we have a quote of the day.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. And this is coming from. Oh, this is a good quote. It's a short one, but a quick one and a good one. And it's coming from a great actor. So, this is about not letting your 9 to 5 kill your drive. So Christian Bale says, "The art of survival is a story that never ends."
Wow,
Think about that one.
Wow.
Yes. So everybody thinks that once you get that big role and, boom, that's it. You don't make enough money off of one acting job to quit and do nothing else for the rest of your life. No, it doesn't work like that. You are constantly reinventing yourself. You are constantly growing and learning and work. This is a lifetime journey. This is a journey of a lifetime. So, like he says, the art of survival is a story that never ends.
Yep. And on that note, my acting friends, greatness is a process. Hone your skills daily. I am on Hargrave. This is
Shanette Wilson.
And we are Actors Endurance.
Yeah.
We'll holler at y'all. Peace.
We are bad.